Benchmark is the only national company which provides business valuations and business sales services right across Australia, providing you with both national coverage and local knowledge.
In over 60 years of business operation, Norman Sharpe, who's an excellent business consultant, has identified the one thing that every business must have to survive. Here Norm Sharpe talks about the lifeblood of any small business. So Norm, been in business and fending for yourself basically your whole life. Learned not from the textbook, but from doing it for yourself.
Bitter experience.
Survival.
A lot of it, yes.
But you have been successful. You are probably too modest to say that, and I know that you've been motivated by different things in different times of your life. When you do become successful, how do you know it, and how do you know how to manage that?
You sleep well at night. I'm not kidding.
So that's money in the bank.
Yeah, but yes. But I think a big part of it is what I find. I remember going to business in Brisbane, and he said, I want to move to bigger premises. I said, hang on, how old are you? He was 58 or something, and we're going to move. Why? Oh, we're growing. I said, well, bigger business, this is 58. I mean, is this really what you want? I mean, why are you doing this? Oh, if you're not, blah, blah. So he never moved. So
you talked him out of it?
Yes, not so much talking him out, but put the point to him. Why are you moving? Shouldn't you be working 3 days a week or whatever the heck and go in that direction?
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure of the question now, but people often don't stop and think, why am I in business? And what's the goal? To me, the goal was always to be independent, which means a certain amount of wealth, but it doesn't have to be twice that amount of wealth. I mean, there's a lot of people at Hedges Avenue standing in very big houses and saying, why aren't I happy? I've got this $10 million house.
When is enough?
Yes, that's right.
So we're thinking about what is success, but one of the things I've noticed is that you seem to know that your business is the core pillar for cash flow and profitability, and through the cash flow you reduce debt and keep your personal private wealth growing. So apart from a business to be the revenue generator, what tips would you have for someone who's
DIY?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely a DIY. That's in case you're not familiar with that, Jay. It's the Labor government years ago put this into place. It's really a mechanism whereby business owners, in particular small ones, can isolate or quarantine money, which they pay 15% into this investment vehicle. The investment vehicle pays 15% tax on its own earnings, but it will. What's the parabola? Is that the?
Yes. Yeah, parabolic curve. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
If you and that's the answer, because at the end of the day, you're going to stop working in your 60s and you've still got 25 years to live, and you want to live comfortably. And so you
would say to a small business owner who's doing well, don't put your money into AMP or Colonial or a super managed fund.
Yes, and you pay those people through the fund if you want to use them. You're responsible, as you know, for your own investments.
Yeah.
But your investments are sitting, that's yours. And how you manage it, whether you manage it or take whatever advice, but that will grow because you can't get at it, and you'll be very grateful when you get in your 60s somewhere and there's $1 million or something sitting there that gives you your cushion for going forward.
So there seems to be a common thread here that a good business operator has a good handle on their income, their bank account, their cash flow, their debtors and creditors, and the same with your investments. You don't let somebody else look after it and just she'll be right. You have a good handle on it.
I started my DIY in the early 80s for a tax wheeze, and I gave it to everybody, maybe a man and his dog, and none of them, they all work for themselves. They all work for themselves, so the answer is to educate yourself, make your own decisions.
Know what you're doing.
In all things.
Yes,
you can control it. In my thing here, I say, don't seek your accountant's advice, don't seek your solicitor's advice. You tell them what you want and then get them to comment.
Many small business owners don't know where to go and are confused. Norman Sharpe can really help. If you're looking for guidance and advice, contact Norm Sharpe through Benchmark Business Sales at www.benchmarkbusiness.com.au or give us a call on 1300 366 521. That's 1300 366 521.